My people, it's your buddy Tack. Today we're going to look at the Schrade Schf 1. Technical specs: overall length 12.7 inch, blade length is 7.5, and the weight is 1 pound 2 ounces. Has kind of a spear point to it, partial hollow grind with some serrations. Now I had one of these before, and the round handle usually I'm not really into the round handles that much, but it is nice just because you can put it on a stick or something and use it for a spear, so that's one plus. That and the new one, the old one used to come with like a tool kit. This one actually comes with a little survival kit instead. So, full tank construction, it is one solid piece, and these things are really, really strong. And the steel is 1070 high carbon steel. Now the blade thickness, pretty beefy. That's got to be 1/4 inch, and it is straight. Take a look at the bevel. Here, hold on a sec. It's almost, well, it's just a tiny bit off. Here's the sheet that it comes with. It's got a little pocket on the front. As you can see, a little snap. It is all nylon. It is kind of big and bulky, so I'm really not a fan of old school nylon, but it's to help keep the price down. A couple straps in the back. I do like this though, that's always nice, Velcro, but I prefer to have a snap in it as well, just for backup. Snap for the retention. Check for rattle. Here, hold on, let me hold this string. No real rattle. If anything, I think it's the stuff moving around in the handle. Another difference with the new one, instead of just the cap being metal, which you could use it for a hammer pommel, you know, if you had to, but it does have a little compass, so that's cool. Here, let me check it and see if it's actually right, because I know where north is, so let's see if it jives. As soon as it calms down, okay, this is right. That way is north. The cap also has a rubber O-ring on it, so it will be watertight, or at least it should be. So let's check out what's in this little survival kit. Just notice it does have Morse code on the side. That was kind of cool. I think this might be waterproof too, because this was a pain in the butt to get it off. Let's see what's inside. I haven't even looked in here yet. Yeah, looks like you got some band-aids. That's cool. Oh, careful, Tack. Safety pin. Little fishing kit. That's cool. Looks like a mini pencil or something. I don't know if I get that to focus. Sorry about that. Mini pencil with a replacement tip. Looks like a mini ferro rod as well. That thing's little. I seen my friend the wingman break his. Let's see what happens. Oh, these are sterile something. Something for a cut or something. So let's try out this little ferro rod. Yeah, this seems pretty fragile, so I'm gonna actually support it like this. Hopefully I don't get, man, maybe I'm gonna get lit up. We'll see. Oh, I seen a little spark. Oh yeah, it is working. Yeah, since it's so thin, I think you gotta kind of support it. Too much force, you're gonna snap this little guy, but it is actually working. So in a pinch, this would work. Just don't break it. John. Let's try out the initial sharpness. A lot of times when you have blades this thick, you know, if they don't do it right, it ain't gonna be that sharp. Let's check it out. Try it in all different places. Not too bad down there. Actually seems like it's getting sharper. Wow, yeah. Actually the sharpness is pretty high. Let's try out these serrations. See how they work. Well, they're biting right in. You know, everybody knows I don't like serrations, but hey, they do work and they do have a purpose. I'm just not a fan of them. These things are working really well. Next we'll do some hammer stabs. I just can't stay here long because of the sun. So I got friggin' sun poisoning on my friggin' arm. Let's see, getting a little bit of shock. I think just because it's all metal, obviously, right? But it's not that bad. And it is sticking in pretty well. As for slippage, not really, because that knurling is pretty pretty serious stuff. So it does stab pretty well. Now we'll see how much of a chopper this thing is. It is decent length, so let's give it a shot. Some white birch here. It's not a big piece, probably like 3 inch or so. Birch is tougher than what you think it is. Now I was getting a little bit of shock through the handle. Here, hold on a second. This actually came loose a little bit too. I didn't tighten it off. But I was getting a little bit of shock. Not a whole bunch, but yeah, I can. It's not a lot, but I can feel it. And the knurling is so aggressive, which is good because you want traction, but it does feel like it tears up your hand a little bit. But it actually bites pretty damn good. So it is, you can chop with this thing. Let's see how this thing will baton. Now, of course, you guys have watched this show long enough. You know I love beating myself up when it comes to batoning. So I got super gnarly. Big old knots. Yep. Looks like there was one down here too. So this might take a sec. Let's give it a whirl. Now this is beech. You can see the diameter compared to the blade. About a 5-inch piece. Man, you know what? There's going to be no way I'm not going to not hit a knot. That sounded weird. Anyways. Let's go right here. What the hell? Now let's see how this 1070 holds up. Wow, bit right in. Oh, crap. Holy shit. Well, okay, that piece wasn't as tough as I thought. Wow, it does bite right in though. Not getting no shock through the handle. Yeah, let's try another piece. Same kind of wood, lot bigger piece. And look at the friggin' knots on this. Oh, time for some punishment. Let's do it. Yeah, this is about, this is about a 6.5 inch piece. We're gonna have just enough blade to do this. Still bit right in. Whew, I'm swinging at that friggin' hard. Wow. It's doing it. Change the angle so you can see a little bit better. Gotta hit the knife. Wow, I can't believe it's doing it. Look at that. Wow, that's some shit right there. Take a quick look at the finish. Okay, still straight. Finish is getting beat up pretty quick. But man, it actually batons really darn good. So overall, it seems to do everything pretty well. Especially batoning. Batoning, it seems like it really kicks ass at doing that. You got enough blade to do some decent sized pieces. The only drawback for me is the handle being round. I'm just not into that. It does work, but for me, So it depends, you know. Recommend it? If you can get by the round handle, yes. If not, then no. But I just have to give an honest review. So overall, yeah, it did pretty darn well. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And until the next time we meet.